Hey, I'm Steve Tillman, and boy, you're riding on with us on a nice one today. 2008 Yamaha SX230. She had 51 hours when I had her scanned on Thursday. I put about 3 hours on her, and let me tell you something. She is in beautiful condition. Take a look. Makes them lovely. I want to show you something on this boat. Get in tight here. Of course, all the boats that we buy and sell are bank repossessions, and I don't ever get any history on them. But the previous owner has put some extra 5200 around the back of the jets right up in there. He's done it all the way around the edge, and he's caulked every open surface. And I'm going to tell you something. The guy probably was S-M-A-R-T. He probably said, if it's a possibility that it could leak, let me go ahead and avoid it now. Could he have done a better job? I don't know. I couldn't have done a better job probably. But I like it. I like the fact that he sealed those from taking on any water. And I can tell you, I put 50 miles on this boat yesterday. And when I took the plug out of the back on an angle on the boat ramp, bone dry. So maybe the guy had something, maybe the guy was ahead of us. Did it on both sides, and I thought he did a real nice job. But anyway, the jet drives on this boat, see how clean they are? There's no corrosion on them. The zincs, you know, the zincs start showing a little sign. They're supposed to. That means they're working. Okay? Another thing I want to show you about this guy, I thought it was really smart. Yesterday I went to run the boat. I want to get you up here, Bridget Lee. I learned something that I really want to start doing. The plungers were out of the boat. I say they were out. So, you know, there they are. You know, there's your, let me get up in here, baby. There's your shaft. They're direct drive, okay? And so I got up in the boat, and the darn thing wouldn't hardly go anywhere. I said, yeah, I bet the plungers are out. And sure enough, they were just laying down in there, just like that. Why does that mean anything? Well, the reality of it is, if you use them very much at all, what happens is they get a little calcium or a little corrosion around them or whatever. And let me tell you something. It'd be easier getting money out of your father and mother-in-law than it would be to pull those plungers out. They get stuck in there. So what I'm recommending, this is my new train of thought, is when you get through using your boat, you got to remember to put them back in. Unplug them and just let them sit there. And then when you got to put the boat back in, put them in and lock them in. And that way, because one day you're going to suck up a ski rope, a tow rope, or some kind of rope or piece of trash, and you're going to want to put your fillet knife down in there. You're going to want to pull this bad boy out, get on that shaft and cut that rope loose. And you're going to want that thing to disengage like this one just disengaged. Nothing to put them in. Just put them in. Come here, Bridget Lee, let's show these folks. Nothing to put them in. Like I said, there's your shaft down there. See it? That goes from your engine to your impeller. If you reach down in there like this, you can actually feel the blades of your impeller. Okay? And of course you have safety switches. See those two safety switches right there? When this deck lid is up, these safety switches kill each engine. Da-da-da. Okay, and you also have this. So all you have to do to re-engage them is just get them like that. They fit down in there, and then, let me see. Let me push on it one time. Baby, I don't want to knock you off the boat. Okay, and once they're locked, they're locked. But let me tell you something. If you don't have them locked in place, you'll be giving your boat all kind of gas, and it won't go nowhere because your plungers aren't engaged, and it'll blow them out. I've blown a million of them out. You think you got them locked down? You think you got them locked down, and they're not. Okay, no charge for that lesson. All right, next thing, and I like this guy more and more all the time. I wish he could have kept his boat. All right, next thing, I lifted this up yesterday, and there's a rope laying there, and there was an anchor. This anchor was laying just like that. And I said to myself, how brilliant is that to not let this space, there it is, to not let this space go to waste, because you always are going to need, if you're getting up on these banks and everything, at some point you're going to need an anchor at your transom. Boom, there's a 1/2 inch of 100 feet of anchor line and a rope and a chain. Boom, close it, let's see, lock it down, and it's in there, and it's not going to bounce around. How smart is that? Okay, lesson 2, no charge. tell you the best part of the boat's the back, because this is where they do all the diving, right here. And nice, Yamaha did a nice job putting this table out back for you. Okay, just want to show you how pretty the graphics are on this boat. These are the original Yamaha high output graphics, and they're in beautiful shape. And I'll tell you, I've been all over the black. There's one little scratch right there. That might buff out. It's not deep, it's not deep. That might buff out. But see how pretty the rub rail is? And the boat's got 52 hours on it. The guy was a pretty conscientious driver. Guys, the guy was a pretty conscientious driver. See how big that bimini top is? And pilot seat, lounge, J, what I call an L lounge or a J lounge. See, it's in the shape of a J. And this, and of course, the pilot seat has got thigh-high riser, so you know when you're riding, boom, you're up and over. And then the stainless steel cup holders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stainless steel cup holders in the cockpit and fire extinguisher. Okay, and then when when you're getting in and out, everybody's feet gets dirty or whatever. This cushion comes out for your passengers to go over, in the cockpit and out of the cockpit. You got a mesh storage right here, okay, and then you also have storage right there under this seat, okay. And then what happens is you'll have, when this seat goes down, you'll have open storage underneath there on this side, okay, storage underneath this side, ski rope, and then, oh shoot him baby, and then storage on this side, okay, and there's the boot for the bimini top right there. Okay, when you flush your boat out, what happens is this little cap comes off, and then just like on the jet skis, there's a fitting that goes in there and locks. Put your water hose on it, and then flush your engine. You never want to run one of these things on a water hose for more than 3 or 4 minutes. They're really designed to be run in the water with water cooling them. So one on the starboard side and one on the port side. Okay, and then in the salon, this table goes this way, that way, this way. You can move it around any way you want. And I tell you, we were on the boat all day long yesterday, and it stayed up all day long yesterday, and it was really not in the way. Okay, huge belly storage that goes up about 3 or 4 feet up in there, and is real deep. So, nice big storage. I don't have the carpet for this boat. Changing area where if you want to put a head in there, you could. Most folks use them for storage. Very seldom do I see people actually put a head in one. And then that's where your table stores. Okay, one of the things I love about these big Yamahas is that this door here opens, locks into place right there, and then watch out. And then this closes like that. And boy, let me tell you something. If you ever get caught up in a thunderstorm, or you get some rain coming or whatever, or if it's cool outside, really will keep the rain and the wind off of you. Very nice. Lots of storage down in here. Okay, big suntan cushion up front, and then of course you have the grab rails on the port and starboard side. But when they got up to 08, all the 23-foot boats got that cooler right there. I've never seen anybody use it for a cooler, but you've got it there. Okay, and then you have storage on both sides. And of course this is carpeted. Big carpeted storage on this side. And speakers, new speakers. Stainless steel cup holders in the front. And then another spot, carpeted storage right there. And then Yamaha did a really nice job with their anchor locker. Nice anchor storage. And then your nav lights on the front. Okay, this is Sweetie, our sea cat. We're going to go put her in the water real quick and see what she'll do. Is that okay with you? Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Water!